Alright everybody, pretty much got a full charge. Got my rs5 app on. It hasn't really been working for me lately. I don't know what it is. Been really trying to check some stuff out on it, so we're gonna do it today. I got a full charge, so I'm gonna see if I can bury the odometer or the speedometer. Speedometer only goes to 57 on here. I'm gonna see if I can hit that. I've hit 55 before, but not 57. So we're gonna try to hit this downhill. Doesn't look like the rs5 app is working. Come up on this hill, see if we can get this going real quick. Well, I think we got a signal. It might work this time, so. Well, yeah. We're gonna go and duel. Hit this hill, we're gonna hit third as fast as we can. I don't know if y'all can see this. Then we'll get top speed on the flats. And then we'll get a top speed going down this hill. Right now we're at 45, 46, 50. And we ain't even hit the hill yet. 50, 52. 54, 54, I don't know. I think I'm finally going through some battery degradation. Cause yeah, we just can't hit that 55 no more. That was 54. So yeah. Hopefully this rs5 app is working. Now what I wanted to talk about today is I usually don't like to talk about negative shit, especially a scooter that I love it, okay? I love this scooter. I've had good experiences with the customer service and warranty. I mean, I've had my ups and downs. Might have had to go back and forth a little bit, but in the end I've always got it resolved. But let's talk about like the version 1, the rs5 v1. I think the biggest thing with that was everybody was getting busted fenders when they ordered it, but that was no biggie because they would send you a new one in like no time. You would get a new fender. Then seemed like everybody had squishy brakes. Everybody needed a brake bleed after they got the you know what? Fuck it, we're taking the street. Anyway, everybody needed brake bleeds, so that was like the main thing with the V1. Brake bleeds and busted fenders. Other than that, everything was perfect. I mean, one thing that I don't like about the V1 is everybody already knows the throttle and the switches. You know, so I was kind of pissed when that V2 came out, and I'm like, oh man, there got to be an upgrade kit for the roadrunner rs5 v1 to get the switches and thing. Well, nope, and they don't plan on coming up with any upgrades. So that's a bummer about having the v1. You're gonna always be stuck with these switches. Now v2 comes out not even what four months later. Everything is nice, you know. They got the shorter cords for your motors, so it's easier to do motor swaps and change tires and all that. But it seemed like majority of people were getting V2s with controller issues. Now I've heard a lot of people, some people have sent them back in, got their new ones. Other people have just basically updated the controller, like do the firmware update. A lot of people don't know it, but the G3 Pro controller is in the rs5. The G3 Pro is basically almost the same as the rs5, but the G3 Pro has weaker engines, all right, weaker motors, I should say. Split rim for inner tube tires, and cheaper brakes. You know, they pretty much, it's cheaper because they cut a lot of corners on it. You know, so, but it's pretty much almost the same thing, almost, minus the motors and the brakes and the tires. Those are pretty much the only differences. But I hear there's a V3 coming out. I don't know if it's going to be a 60 volt or 72 volt for it. That'll be coming out soon. And I wonder if they'll have it all managed out. I wonder if the first, 60 volt and 72 volts are going to kill people's pockets and have things that already need to be repaired right away. Now, hopefully they get it worked out. I feel kind of lucky having a V1 now because I don't have all them controller issues and all the other stuff, but I'm going to regret it as soon as I have to change a tire because it's a mug. I mean, that wire goes all the way from the front to the back of the deck, both of them. So front or back, you're kind of a pain to do a tire change. So I guess that's the benefit of a G3 Pro. They got the split rim, so real easy to do their tire changes. I'm gonna take a scenic route to the store. Let's go through the park. See what's going on in the park today. A little tiny park. I just can't wait for my next project. I was really hoping that this scooter would be upgradable, do some videos on upgrades, but it's like really all I can do is throw some PMT tires on it, maybe some shocks, and I don't have a problem with the shocks at all. I'm only 160 pounds, so that's probably why I get the most out of this scooter. But yeah, I think the only thing I'm going to do this is maybe handlebars, grips. Yeah, I already got grips, but I don't like these at all. They're hard as hell. I just got them because they wouldn't turn in my hands, Thought about putting the old ones back on and put a little air spray in it. Hairspray so it'll stick, so I don't have to worry about twisting and shit. But for now, yeah, that's all I can get is some freaking tires. Tires, handlebars, and grips. But instead of spending all my money on that, I know I'm going to have to get some tires eventually, so I'm just going to get the PMTs. Then I've really been thinking about, I kept saying a Razor, but I was looking at Mototech, but now I'm thinking about an E-Box 2.0 and then go get the controller kit from ENC so I can have me a little wheelie monster, just something to have fun with. I mean, I like having fun with this, don't get me wrong, but I want to pop some wheelies and shit. I want to have fun. Put out some more videos, know if you ever heard of the famous killer Nico Jenkins and shit from Nebraska. This is where he dumped a couple of his bodies right here. He killed a couple guys in this parking lot. It was all over the national news and stuff. Usually there's a homeless person or two down here. Let's see if we can nobody down here. And this would be a not so spot to bring the kid to learn how to ride real quick. The younger kids. Plenty of turns, flat, no cracks. Kids would love this. Look at my little, oh, a little trail. Woo! Oh, wow. A little wet going through there, huh? Wow. Must have just cut that grass today. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to go over. You got a GPS signal? Let's just get up to the store, grab these cigarettes so I can quit jabbering. But yeah, this is just some of the things I wanted to go over. I think, even though my mileage says like 566 right there, we got about 300 on here. We're getting close to 1,000 miles on this. And my battery used to charge all the way up to 59.6. Now I'm down to 59.3 on a full charge. I only use a single charger. I just recently got an extra charger to do a speed charge if I ever needed to, but I don't need to do no speed charges. Got all these golfers out here. One of these days I might need to just come out here on the golf course and kind of rip when it closes. They got all the coolest little shit in there to have fun. Still ain't replacing 2 screws in the front. I got the new screws yesterday, but they're stripped. There's 2 that are kind of sticking out in the rotor. The rest are flush, but I kind of have 2 that's sticking out on the rotor. And I got to remove those. They're kind of not exactly easy to remove right now because of they're stripped out. They won't go in, they won't go out, but I got the little bits to pull out stripped screws coming in the mail here soon, along with a light for the front. So hopefully we'll get that rotor together here in a minute. I've never been back there. It's kind of a new route for me.